Hi again. This is Randy here. Okay, let's see if I can get this right. So I can see you great wild horse fans, and yeah, well, there's already one person in the room. Thank you very much. Yeah, yeah. I've been looking at those dating sites lately, and I just don't trust them for some reason. I left. For some reason, just feels like there's like too many bots and stuff like that. And well, for over 1,000 subscribers, maybe there's one beautiful lady. Wow, dumb poor man like me with wrinkles on my face. Who knows, right? Ladies who can't drive, I can drive. Ladies who like cleaning their house, I can do that too. I don't do it spick and span spotless like like some guys, but yeah, that's the trouble these days. I mean, hey, Finn. Yeah, I know it's you. I know. Yeah, I know it's you. Yeah. My pal still hasn't contacted me yet on another show, so he's probably very busy. Yeah, you probably know who he is yourself. Most of my wild horse fans already know. I'm sure you know, or you don't know. I don't know. Maybe you do, and maybe that's okay. If you don't know, you don't know. You can't. People can't know everything, right? You know. Yeah. Maybe people can't know everything. Anyway, I just my dream would have a be. Yeah, yeah. Some of them, some of them actually do on social media. But what they don't understand is rich people don't look for dates on social media. They travel around if they have money. They travel. They go to and the rich people, they go to orchestras, they go to the fancy coffee houses. Like in New Ulm, there's a bunch of attractive people. They go to the coffee color. Well, you should see those pretty ladies there, and for guys, good looking guys too. Almost everybody's good looking that go over there. Me, I'd probably scare half the customers away the way I look. I say, "Oh, it's a monster!" Out the door they go. Yeah, but then I couldn't afford their prices anyway because I'm sure their special coffee is more expensive than other places. So, of course, my clothes are half yucky. So you know how some people are. That's all right. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, yeah, that's the trouble where I live in this apartment. A lot of these ladies, they're just not worth it. Oh, I could tell you stories on some of those ladies that'll make your head spin. Oh, I wouldn't date them. Hell no. I wouldn't care if I was the ugliest man on earth. Maybe I'm the top 20% ugly, but I'm not the ugliest man on it. There's uglier than me, of course, but yeah, that's the obvious thing. Excuse me. Oh, I'm just Bellatoria. Let's see, barbecue chicken pizza. Yeah, with my trusty Rain energy drink, the last of them, before Rain is gone forever because Monster owns Rain and Monster is going to destroy it. So what can I do? It's too bad. Too bad he didn't sell it to somebody. But that's Monster for you. And Bang violated the trademark with Monster, so Monster one Bang's company, and they're going to get rid of Bang too. That's another of my favorite energy drinks. Oh well. There's others out there. There's new products coming out, so I'll try those. All I can do. That is definitely all I can do. Do I like eggs? Um, no, better than eggs. I like ladies' legs that are pretty. I like those kind of legs. As far as eggs are concerned, I like Amish eggs, but where I live down here, there's no Amish. You know, like up in central Minnesota in the northern parts. Yeah, I've had Amish eggs. Never disappointed me. Never disappointed me once. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Wait a minute, I forgot to take my pill. Right back. Yeah. And I'm supposed to take my pill half hour before I eat, and I forgot about that. So I'm gonna have to wait to the 36-minute mark. So I guess I'm gonna have to put my pizza aside for a while. Huh. Guess I'll have to put my pizza aside for a while. Yeah. So see, Finn, did you see me on the latest Simi and Jimmy's show with Hartsy Protsy? Did you see that one? Did you see it? Yeah, old Jimmy, I'll tell you. Yeah, he comes with surprises, that guy. You never know which way he'll go. I go one way, he goes another, and I go his way. Yeah, it's a boomer versus zoomer. And as always, that young man Hartsey, he does it. He's getting better. I wish he'd start doing videos on his own channel, but I don't understand why. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't like the grind or something. People have to ask Hartsey because I don't ask him. I don't ask Hartsey. But hopefully, uh, yeah. Well, Jimmy was going to plan another show with me, but in the future. But as of now, what I've seen, let's see what he says. He said anything on Discord? I don't think he has. Come on. Come on, stop putzing on me there, computer. Come on. You're putzing. Oh, checking for updates. Okay, Discord. God, I hate Discord. Yeah, Discord likes to putz around. Oh, hey, Mr. Quadrillion. How you doing, my friend? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm seeing if I was gonna get on a possible another show in the future. Let's see, did he say anything? Nope, he didn't say anything. So, you know, I guess it doesn't look like I'll be on another show unless he says something. But that's understandable. I'm not mad. He gave me a chance. He gave me a chance. I was so nervous. I looked like I was ready to. I looked like I was about ready to run from a lightning storm or something. You know, that's what I looked like in a way. And I had four. Now it's three. Numbers can't make up their minds. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Last night I overslept. I couldn't even do a show last night. I was so doggone tired. I was so doggone, and my breathing's going to pot again. Yeah, I got to wait till the 36-minute mark before I eat my pizza. Where are the ladies? Where are the ladies? No, I'm down to one viewer, but that's all right. One's good enough. One viewer is good enough for me. One viewer is good enough for me. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. One viewer is good enough for me. Yes, indeed. Yeah, yes, indeed. One viewer is good enough for me. If there's zero, I'll sing to myself. I'll talk to myself. I'll answer myself. I think of two people and me. That's the way I am. Yeah, that's the real truth, my friends. That's the real truth. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Wait, I got to make sure my pill kicks in before I eat. See, I didn't even eat breakfast. No. Let's see. Last night I drank some chocolate milk. Yeah. Yeah, they just ran out of Hershey's non-GMO verified at Hy-Vee. It was like $5.85 a bottle, and it disappeared. Yeah, I know there was, but I didn't. You see, I know that, but the thing is, I didn't at the time. I didn't know what they were. They were this air dryers that went up. I'm glad I didn't use them. I'm glad I didn't use them. I'm going to leave it there. I couldn't tell if they were hand dryers. You know, I really couldn't tell. No, I was talking about when I was on guest on Simi and Jimmy's Treehouse. I was talking about that. You know, something better, something much better than my hand dryer. So you see, Fen, I do short videos. Those are my videos I don't put on my main channel. I just put stupid things like walking up to a stoplight, going inside the laundromat, showing around the laundromat. You think I'll put that on my main channel? Oh, good night. No, I just put it on short videos because to me, short videos are kind of dumb. So I put dumb things on there, really. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know if they're fudging numbers on YouTube or not because YouTube, see, they're trying to copy TikTok. They're trying to copy TikTok. I did go on TikTok, then I deleted my account, and now Randy Helm has my Randy the Wild Horse name on TikTok. Randy Helm, the horse, he's head of this program where he teaches convicts how to train horses. Yeah, he took over my account. Of course, my name isn't trademarked, so I guess anybody can use my name, for things. And I'm sure some of you are going to go out and put Randy the Wild Horse for Facebook or something. Yeah, go ahead. I don't care. If you want to trademark the name, go ahead. Now just use another name, Randy, Randy the Wild Stallion or something. Maybe I could call myself Randy the Wild Stallion. Yeah, maybe I should have been Randy the Wild Stallion. That would sound better. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, I got one for, was it 2,900 views one time when I was at, speaking of shorts, see, I did that when I was at Chuck Spaeth Ford. I had to put my 4 tires in. Yeah, I was parked next to the Brown County Sheriff's SUV, Ford SUV, the Expedition. Yeah, that was a nice Expedition, though. I didn't get too close to it, though. I didn't get too close to it because otherwise, knowing the sheriff, they'll throw you around. They'll throw me around and step on my back or my head if they feel like it. Our law enforcement in the United States, they go crazy on you. Law enforcement goes crazy. I got nobody in the room, so I'm talking to myself and answering myself, and I'm so happy. I'm talking to myself. I'm really, really talking to myself. Yes, I am. I am all alone. Yes, I am. I'm all alone. Yes, I am. Oh, now we got somebody in the room again. Good. Now I'll have to talk to myself and answer myself anymore because now I got more people in the room. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Oh, it's a happy new year to you, to me too. Yes, sir. And then they leave again. No. Oh, make up your mind. Come and go, come and go, come and go. Why don't you? You people make me so mad. I get so mad at you. You keep coming and going and coming and going. Can't make up your mind. Oh, now you come again. I don't know. Go and come, go and come. So now she put Sassy, a Sassy sit on my lap, and maybe Sassy could give some of you an education. Speaking of Sassy, I haven't seen her around here. The owner hasn't come back yet. I'm looking forward to seeing my pal Sassy again. Yeah, she's a hoot. Yeah, she's a real hoot, that dog. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes she'll give you a dog hug. She gave a dog hug on my ankle. Next time that ever happens, I'm gonna put that up. Yeah, and hopefully sometimes she'll be on a chair. She'll yip like a wild dog. Yeah, she yips like one. Yeah, she yips like a wild dog. Oh, that was when I was walking around in New Ulm by the college. Yeah, that's when I was walking around by the college. Yeah, I saw that, so I put that up. Yeah, it's too bad. That was a male squirrel. You can obviously tell it's a male squirrel. No explanation needed. Anybody past 2 years old knows that's a male squirrel. You know, and but that one on the Simmy and Jimmy one, yeah, that was on there with Artsy. It's called Boomer Zoom. Okay, it's Boomer versus Zoomer. Simmy and Jimmy, Randy the Wild Horse. You should find that easy. Yeah, Boomer versus Zoomer. Yeah, it shows Jimmy's drawings of these two guys. I'm supposed to be this guy in a beard, which I don't really have a beard because I shave my beard and hair. See, yeah, I know 2,300 views to me is a lot, but to Jimmy, well, I guess not. I don't. He's had more. I'll put it that way. I don't know. I don't know how I haven't asked him how he feels about views or anything. I don't ask him those questions. You know, I don't ask him those kind of questions. It's up to him what he thinks. His channel, his four channels. Yeah, his four channels. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Eggy Eggman Rodriguez gave me a shout out in Twitter or the X. I appreciate it. I retweeted it, of course. Yeah, it's another guy. He's called Egg White. He's very talented talker. Oh God, geez, that guy can talk like hell. It has a lot of history knowledge. That guy more than I ever. He has more. I bet his IQ is probably what 100, 150 at least. Yeah, he's always getting like over 100 people on his episode watching. I don't know how these people get over 100. I don't know. Tell me, how do they get over 100? I wish I knew. I get one. Well, I got one. That's great. Hey, I got one. It's called Egg White. Yeah, I'll do some looking. Oh, yep, here it is. That's the third one. Yep, yolk versus white. That should be the one. Yep, egg white. Oh, you have. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Um, let's see. YouTube.com/A1E. .com slash a oops I want slash, not question mark. Stupid computer. Yeah, there. I think okay. YouTube.com/A1 egg white. Okay, one. Let's see if it'll work. I hope it does. Yeah, let's see. I hope that works. I copied it. Yeah, you push it. I'm scared to push. I might get off the air or something. Does it work? Yeah, he gave me it. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah, well, I was never on his show or anything, but he did give me a shout out on Twitter and everything. Yeah, he's way more talented than I am. You know, he can, when he talks about stuff, he doesn't repeat himself like I repeat myself, for example, you know. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, well, it is. Uh-huh. Yeah, he's on some of Simeon and Jimmy's shows every now and then. He's usually on his main channel and stuff, you know. Yeah. Yeah, for ladies, I take their rejects. I take their rejects. Well, at least they can reject the pretty women. Me, man, the ugly women come see me. You look at me and say, "I'll skip." I don't know what's wrong with these women. I don't know what's wrong with these women, really. Yeah, he does. Over 13,000. Yeah, should have actually more, but yeah, but yeah, you know, YouTube is they get finicky at times and they zap people. You know, YouTube does that pretty often. I'm surprised I've never been zapped by YouTube. Even some people told me, yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. If you follow him, he'll well, if you like follow him and get the updates, then you'll know when he gets on. He just gets on at times. First time you ever heard of him, eh, Fan? First time you ever heard of him, huh? Yeah, I know. It's there's so many channels out there on YouTube, you know. There's so many channels. I know. There's so many channels. It's not even funny. Every day, every day there's always more and more and more YouTube channels, you know. There's always more YouTube channels every single day. Yep, always more. More and more and more and more and more and more and more. Yep, competition's getting tough. I mean, there's an old saying too, is I mean, I've watched some YouTube videos, some people with low subscribers, then they quit. It's too bad. I enjoy their shows. And then there's these hacks out there you and I would never watch. They keep going. They put the worst videos on YouTube and they keep going. Like I've said, maybe on other shows, that I'll give hacks more credit than people who just quit. I'll give the hacks credit because at least the hacks tried. You know, at least the hacks tried. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, Fan, maybe you could tell Egg White that Randy the Wild Horse told you about my channel. Maybe he'll recognize you, but I doubt it. With over 100 people, you know, in the chat, it's hard for him to watch. Mm. Wait a minute. I'm not supposed to eat my pizza yet. Oh, shit. Oops. First, wait another 8 minutes, but oh, I forgot about that. No. Nice. Pizza's good. This Bellatoria. We paid $4.99 for it at Hy-Vee. Yeah. Yeah. He's on. I think he's on the singing parts. Yeah. Yeah, he's on the singing parts. So that's the first time you ever heard of him, Finn? Is that the first time you've ever heard of him? Or, is that the first time you've ever heard of him? Because, oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I say, if you ever want to get his shows live going, it's best to, subscribe and ring the bell. That's about the best thing to do if you ever want to catch him live. Well, I'm not really. I'm on a Schoenzer chat mod. I'm not that on his platform, no, but yeah. Oh, okay, good. No, he wouldn't do it. I just sing my own songs. I like to sing myself. I can't sing duo with anybody. I can only sing as an individual, I can only sing as an individual. I can't sing with two people or three, and I can't sing in harmony with others. I can only sing alone. Like, it's so beautiful outside. Let us go swing on the swing set, or something like that. Really. Yeah. I can't sing in twos, threes, and fours. I can't be like the Andrews sisters, or I can't be like there's not too many modern singers that sing in twos, threes, and fours. Everybody's like an individual now. Yeah. Everybody's an individual now. Yeah. That's my breathing again. It's my breathing. Yeah. That's the trouble is I'm not good at memorizing a songbook. See, when I sing, I have to look at the songbook and sing because I can't remember every word on the page like most singers can do, And I think today's lip sync singers can't neither. But those lip sync singers, you see, the thing about lip sync singers nowadays is they get singers by looks instead of by talent. They do the Milli Vanilli kind of, but then they overdub. Okay, you remember that episode in the Brady Bunch with Johnny Bravo? Remember Barry Williams? He was playing Greg Brady. He was like Johnny Bravo. He went in the studio with these two hippies, the lady and the guy, and on his side, dynamite. But then they dubbed his voice and stuff, and he got mad. That was before its time. They do that all the time now. That was actually before its time, that show. I thought to myself I thought, I hope that never happens. I don't think so. It does all the time now. That show was ahead of its time when they were dubbing voices like they do now with singers. Yeah. Yeah, then they play tracks on it while they sing. I mean, what? I would waste my money on that. I wouldn't waste 2 cents on that. And if I was dating a lady, I'm sure the lady would agree with me on that, But there's independence. Eurovision, never heard of them, no. let's see. Hey, Brosemere89, welcome. All right, here's my good friend Brosemere89. Yeah, all right. All right, all right. All right, all right. It's time for a party. It's time for a party. Let's go party tonight. Where are the ladies? The ladies and us, we can go party. How's my Saturday? Eh, that's all right. The ladies aren't coming in though. I even put it on my description, and the women aren't coming in. I guess women are scared of us old men, aren't they? They're scared of us old goats, us old horses that need to be put to pasture. No, there's no lady. No, that one lady has talked yet. Nope, there's not one lady here that's talked yet. No, it's been all men, but that's all right. That's all right. Guys have right to talk. You know, guys have right to talk. We can talk about the. Yes, there is Ladies on Wire Club. There's plenty of those. Fan, I'm not doing that anymore because people can lie on the polls. I used to do that all the time, but I want to. Those old people that I zapped out, I want to put them behind me. You know, the ones that try to get me kicked out of YouTube. I fixed them. I beat them. I won 2 wars against trolls, Fed. 2 wars. I won 2 wars against the trolls. Any trolls that want to fight, I'll fight the trolls. Because I'm the troll destroyer. I destroy the trolls. I destroy the trolls one way, my way. I destroy them. I annihilate them. I eliminate them. Yeah, those trolls, they think they're so funny. How about have a motorcycle club guy put their fist by my neck when it itches? How about have a Rottweiler almost attack you? I've experienced that before. And when I experience those two things, trolls on the internet don't scare me at all. A Rottweiler will scare me. A four-legged Rottweiler. Yeah. Yeah, I beat trolls twice. I beat them. Well, you know those other trolls that used to be on their Fen. You know who they are. You know who they are. I destroyed them. They don't come on anymore because I destroyed them. I totally destroyed the trolls. No, why should I be? Have you had your fist? Have you ever had a motorcycle club guy had a big fist put it beside your neck? He was built wide. He kind of looked like, if you want to type in the name, Jeep Swenson professional wrestler, his body width was like Jeep Swenson. Jeep Swenson. Yeah, he kind of looked like him in a way, but he looked meaner than Jeep Swenson. Yes, I did for a year. I did, but I destroyed them. I beat them. They're not around anymore. They know better now. Any trolls want to go to war? I know how to take care of them. It's easy to do. I just report them to Google. Google will take care of them because Google has taken care of much bigger channels than them. Google zapped out people with millions of subscribers. Yeah, Google and YouTube have zapped out channels with millions of subscribers. Yeah, they have. Some channel with what, 4 or 5,000? Google laugh at them. Google laughs at channels like that. Google will laugh at channels like that. Of course they will. Yeah, I don't agree with everything they do. Of course not. I don't agree with everything YouTube does. There's some things YouTube does I disagree with, but that's fine, you know. But, they give me a chance to be on live, acting like a goofball. That's all right. I don't care because I am kind of goofy and kind of a loose cannon in a way. That's why I am, you know. Yeah, I just do this for a hobby. You know, let them make videos against me, Fan. Who cares? I just block them out. I just block the troll. They can see. You see, Fen. I'll explain this to you, and I'm going to quote from my friend. My friend, who's a big channel, told me, "Let the trolls destroy you. Let them use your name, because if they use your name and they come to me, they know I'm a nice guy." And they might subscribe to me. See, trolls are hurting themselves. They're not hurting me. They think they're hurting me by smashing my videos. They're not hurting me. They're helping me. Because my friend told me, never give trolls the time of day. He told me, don't give trolls the time of day. That's what he said. I don't even care. So what? You know? All right, that's what I say, Fan. Have you ever been almost punched by somebody big, say from a motorcycle club or some bully? Have you ever almost been punched by one? Or maybe you can destroy all bullies with your physical ability, for all I know. Okay? Because like I said, that fist almost to my neck by a guy from a motorcycle club. He's this tall to me, very wide body like Jeep Swenson, the wrestler. Just like Jeep Swenson. And a Rottweiler almost attacking me at that zoo. It was in southern Minnesota somewhere. This lady had this zoo full of animals. Her Rottweiler Techie almost killed me. And our Rottweiler was in good shape too. It zigzagged. Rottweiler runs in a zigzag. There's a woof, 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 kind of a harmless woof. That's what Rottweiler does, a harmless woof. Yeah, that's what I do. I just block the trolls. That's what I do. I destroyed them. Oh, do I have ice cold stuff? Yes, I do. Yeah, orange dreamsicle rain. The last of it until Menards runs out, then there won't be any more. Yeah. Yeah, they have a lot of orange dreamsicles. But they're getting new energy drinks anyway. They're getting new energy drinks to replace it. Yeah. Some of those big companies are going against Monster. So that's the trouble when you're a small company. It's hard to get your foot in the door, you know. You know, it's very hard. See, like a lot of those food. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. You see, the thing about the food companies, for example, there was a lot of them that were making food with non-GMO Project Verified, but then those bigger companies, they'll put non-GMO Project, but they'll lower the price way down. But as soon as the competition's destroyed for non-GMO, they'll just destroy the non-GMO and go back to their regular stuff. You know, that's what they do. Because that non-GMO food is very expensive. I can't even afford it. I go to Cashwise, I look at the prices of that non-GMO Project Verified food. It's expensive. I mean, I can't afford it. Before I kind of can, but now you can't. I can't. You know, that's the trouble. And those big companies can. Oh yes, and for non-GMO Project food, for example, there's Russia. Okay, Russia grows a lot of non-GMO Project food. See the GMOs, the genetic modified organisms in food. If somebody brings that in Russia, that's 10 years in prison in Russia. And if you've ever seen Russian prisons on YouTube, that'll scare you. Yeah, especially Fire Island. Oh God. Oh geez. Yeah, it's those prisons in Russia. They're scary. But anyway, you see, they produce all this food, and one country buys the non-GMO food from Russia. That's China. China will pay anything. And the first people who eat the non-GMO food in China is the military. Same with Russia. The military gets first digs on the food. Yep, the military always gets first digs. Yeah, because they have a draft in their military, you know, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, rocket forces, special forces of some, I don't know. I'm sure they got plenty of those. Yeah, yeah, plenty of. I have my breath. I guess it's safe to eat pizza, no good. Safe to eat my pizza. It's good. That barbecue chicken Bella Toya is really good. Yeah, very good pizza. Yeah, I'm just kind of. No, I never have. Never enlisted neither, but yeah, my late Uncle Ed, in World War II, he enlisted in the Coast Guard. Oh, this is interesting. This is true. He said he was scared he's going to get drafted. One time he had my grandma try to sign a paper. My grandma refused to sign the paper. My late uncle said, okay, but if they put me in the paratroopers, I have no choice. And in the paratroopers, they put you on the front lines and he killed you because he, like I said before, I know in previous shows, there's a guy named Harvey Peterson. He was in the paratroopers in World War II. And what he was taught in paratrooper school, say if his buddy, right? If he was hanging from a tree in a neck and he has a mission, they told him, you do your mission and you leave your buddy behind. That's exactly what happened to Harvey. His buddy he was married with 2 kids. He hung from a tree. Harvey looked. He didn't know what to do. And the guy was begging Harvey left him behind, did the mission. Then Harvey drank himself to death. It bothered him for the rest of his life. Yeah, at the time, he didn't like me. I didn't know why he didn't like me, but he didn't like me for some reason. He'd always keep my dad in the bar late and stuff. I don't know. I think they do stuff different now in the military, I'm sure. But back then in World War II, see, he was in Normandy. See, Harvey was, you heard of the Normandy invasion, right? Out in France. You heard of that Normandy famous where so many soldiers like died and stuff? Yeah. And he survived Normandy. And not many soldiers did. Yeah. Yeah, it's dangerous to be a paratrooper. You have to be willing to do all kinds of crazy missions, you know? And very few make it in the paratroopers. Yeah, jumping off airplanes. I mean, what if the parachute doesn't work? Oh, geez. Think about it. What if the parachute doesn't work? And just think back in World War II. Yeah, I've seen that in videos. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen that in videos, skydiving and all that. I've seen that. Not in person. No, I've never seen that in person. Maybe I'll do it in person. Maybe. I don't know. I guess I could video it on YouTube, but so many people videotape skydivers that, you know, I have a lot of competition. Just like that time I did a video on Rapidan Dam before the dam bursted and the dam got destroyed out in Rapidan, Minnesota. Yeah. I was going to go to the Rapidan Dam store, but I didn't because I didn't have any money. It was a throwaway video, actually. It was weird. But I had no money. I had basically no money. I wasn't, because my friend Mike, my good friend Mike, if I asked him to borrow money so I could go to the dam store and videotape, Mike would say, I wouldn't borrow you money. And that's fine. Because, you know, Mike, that's kind of a waste of money, you know. And I really don't borrow money from Mike because Mike's helped me so much. I hate to ask him for a loan, which I don't. Yeah, he once borrowed me $50 because I came to his house and I still owe him a time to do housework for him, do some housework, help him clean his walls or scrub his floors, scrub his toilets and all that good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I filmed his two cats, Wendy and Autumn. Yeah, and I had to blur them out because he doesn't want to be in my videos. So I did that little blurred out thing. So he wouldn't be in my video. Oh boy. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is so good. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. I haven't heard anything from him. No. Have a piece of candy. Yeah, you're male, Finn. Come on. Yeah, I know you're male, and I know Brosman's male, and all you other chatters are male too. But that's all right. That's all right. Bring your female friends over. Bring your females over. Oh, you're female, Octo? Oh, no, just kidding. Oh yeah, relatively speaking, Octo, I haven't heard from your favorite YouTube channel when I'll be back. So yeah, I haven't heard from my friend or anything. He said I might do another show. Yeah, yeah, he hasn't said anything, so he must be very busy. But at least I got on that one show. Did you see that show, Octo? Did you see that one? Huh. Did you see that show? Boomer versus Zoomer. Did you see it? Octo? Octo, where are you? Where's Octo? I don't see Octo anywhere. Octo is gone somewhere. Yeah, I didn't even know a lot of that. Yeah, I didn't even know a lot of what was said. Yeah, a lot of those words were new to me because we said different kinds of words back where I came from. Yeah, a lot of racism where I used to come from out in DuPont. Oh, geez. If you weren't white, you didn't come to the neighborhood unless you're white. Yeah. I grew up around so much racism it wasn't funny. And then I'd get bussed out South Minneapolis. It was a mixture of races besides whites. Whites, African American or black or whatever, Native Americans. All those kids got together, never talked about race. All we talked about is, oh, we wished certain people would get their heads cracked, or we wish certain people would go to sleep forever, or stuff like that. Or each of us swings and skin our knees, all high on drugs doctors give us. Yeah, that's. Excuse me. Oh boy. Now it's coming in. Now my brain's kicked in a little better now. Oh, I'm coming down and feeling better. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm feeling better. It's the Camden McCullen show. I have to wear the wig. Dang it. Yeah, I know. I had some candy too. I had some special candy to help my brain get a little better too. So it's not the Heartsy voice. No. I can't talk like Heartsy, and I don't like to really do that. Talk like Heartsy, because Heartsy, you see, would feel offended. So I don't do that. Heartsy's a nice guy, but it's just, yeah, I like that special candy. Yeah. Now you see Octo, he's a different kind of guy. He likes to play video games and all that, and I don't really talk to him at all after our shows or anything. And like I say, Jimmy's extra busy, and I'll check again. Anything going on with him? Nope, he hasn't messaged me. So I guess I have to do my own thing and do my own shows. That's all I can do. Hey, I just do my own thing and do my own shows. I do my own thing and do my own shows. I do my own thing and do my own shows. That's the way I am. Yes, I am. I do my own thing and do my own shows. Yes, I do. Yeah. All right. Now it's going out on my phone. Say, Egg White is on right now. I think that other guy. I think Finn already left. I think Finn's already left. Probably wants to listen to some of that Egg White. That's all right. Enjoy your show there, Finn. I'm going against him in competition. Yeah, he'll have 100 people, and I'll have about 4. But that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. I got 3. Now they're leaving. Now they're leaving. Okay. the bald guy now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I got competition going. Of course, I'm competing against a lot of other shows too. So delicious. Pizza's delicious, yeah. Yeah, not me. Not me. I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask the question. I'm going to ask. Most popular bald guy on YouTube. Oh, David Cummings, Jack Packard, Terrace Kulikoff, Michael Stevens, Northern Lion, Matthew Centauro, Glenn Isert, Dennis Rohde, Scholar Gladiator, and Andrea Pellegrini. There. I just read it off to you. That's the 10 most popular. I asked Google. Google always gives the information to me. So all a person got to do is ask the old Google. Ask Google. Oh, they just have a peanut butter called Kugel. Kugel peanut butter. I thought peanut butter didn't taste that good. You know, it was Kugel. Yeah. Koogle. Kugel peanut butter. And yeah. They had all kinds of stuff that isn't around anymore. They had like Pink Panther flakes. That was delicious. You pour it in milk, cereal turned to pink. That was funny. Then they had Post Alphabets. That's gone now. I miss alphabets. I used to learn how to spell with Post Alphabets. Yeah, probably buy the machine's too expensive to make different letters and stuff. So instead, they make honeycomb, which is all the same shapes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, old Post honeycomb. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I say. The most 10 popular bald people. One's a female. One's a female that's bald. So I guess a female bald person would be popular too. Mm-hmm. Oh, this pizza's good. Mm-hmm. Very good pizza. Mm-hmm. Very good pizza. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Mm. Very good pizza. Let's see. Check with the X. See what's going on. I forgot to post it. Oh, dang. Oh, now I finally did. I forgot to post the dumb thing. My bad. Oh, I overslept. Yeah, sorry about that. I overslept last night. Yeah, I got up at about, I was supposed to be on at 8. It was like quarter to 9. I slept. I just didn't feel very good. You know, yeah, I didn't feel very good. I slept and I got up. I didn't use my machine or anything. And I got up. I thought, what time is it? Oh, no. So I guess I just had to not do a show at the time. Yeah, yes, I not do a show at the time. Yeah. Mm. Oh, delicious pizza. Oh, delicious. Mm. Okay. Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah, I just, oh, man. Yeah, just, it's hoping for a nicer day. So it was like 10 degrees outside this morning. I had to put my face mask on so I don't catch cold. Yeah. Yeah, the pants and shirt were fine. Pants and shirt were just fine. Mm. I got my pizza to eat. Yeah, got my pizza. Mm. Mm. No, after that, no, I feel like college event. I haven't been to the Legion because I don't drink. Remember? Yeah, I drank that can of. I drank some Old Mill. What was it? Green Belt. I drank almost a glass of Green Belt after I had the gummy, and boy, I didn't feel good. And then when I was eating food that just barf, I was barfing like crazy. Plus, I felt under the weather. So no more beer for me. No more beer. I swore off that beer. I told my doctor that, and she said to me, "Yeah, you got to stay away from beer, Randy." She told me, she said, "Stay away from alcohol." She says, "That's best." Yeah, I know those. Yeah, those ladies there, they didn't really have any interest in me. One lady kind of said hi, but most of those young people ignored me, and I think the class president must have had complaints from some of the younger people there that having me there is a negative or something like that, you know. So those two guys that invited me, I could have taken the full $15 with a free beer, but I decided, okay, I'll tell you what, you get subtracted for the beer, so it gave me 10. That's fine because a glass of beer these days is about $5 because beer is expensive. Some charge 10, depending on what establishment you go to. So that was fair enough. I know on a technicality, when they usually invite you to places, it's free. You know, it's supposed to be like free, but the young guys didn't understand how inviting people work. I don't think they understand it. But usually, when you invite a guest, say to a party that's charged money, you offer to them free. You know, that's the way it is. It's like say certain celebrities. I'm going to name some current celebrities. Let's say they have an awards show with Nicki Minaj. Okay, some singing award. Say Nicki can invite her mother or something, or father. Okay, if mother and father comes, or they'll be sitting probably the front row or backstage. It's free for them, sure. I mean, why charge your mother and father if it's Nicki Minaj, for example? I'm no Nicki Minaj fan, but something like that, or any of those celebrities out there. But I forgive the young men. I mean, they didn't know. I didn't know. I mean, he said in the chat, he didn't say about charging money. If I would have had my car working, I would have never drank a beer. Not if I drive. I'll never drive. I only drive when I'm 100% sober, because that's my rule now when it comes to driving. I only drive when I'm 100% sober. Not a drop of alcohol, no drugs. Nope, 100% sober. I promised my sister years ago, because when I retook my license, Karen said, Randy, raise your right hand. Promise, I promise, I said, I promise, never to drive drunk or use drugs while driving again. And I did that. And I only broke it once. Yeah. I only broke it once that time when I was getting high with my one ex-friend, Brian. He had me drive him around. It was my LTD2 at the time. Yeah, that's true. I was driving around. He was giving me screwed up directions, Brian was. And I drove by the Brooklyn Park women's golf tournament. I never seen so many people in my life. Cops were all over the place. I said, Brian, what are you doing? This place is full. Oh. And I talked to his brother Lester later on. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. And Lester, he came up to me, and I said to Lester, I said, hey, Lester, I said, that Brian, he that Brian, I don't understand. I told him I didn't want to drive by. He said, that Brian, he don't listen. He said, he don't listen to you. I said, could you, yeah, I could tell you were high. I don't think you should have drove. You drove kind of bad. Lester was telling me I was driving bad. He says, yeah, you're going over the line too much. That's what Lester told me. Yeah, he said I was going over the lines too much. And I told Brian, I said, after that, I said, if you want to get drunk or high, sit in my car, fine. I said, but me, I only do it sober. If anybody wants to fly around in my car going like this, that's fine. Cool. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so what, Brian Howell? Yeah, I don't even know why he doesn't do videos anymore. Yeah, I don't understand. I thought he did a very good job on his YouTube channel. He did slip some in some areas, but I thought he did pretty good. Yeah, he got mad at me and stuff, and he was telling me, "Hey, Rand," he says, "well, my videos go viral." He said, "I said, Brian, just have fun. I got 10 views on this one. I got 12 on that one." He got mad. I said, "Well, just be happy. Maybe somebody from a foreign country was, yeah, but I want more views." He said he got real mad. Got mad. What's there to get mad about? I do this for a hobby. Who cares if I get 10 views? I don't. Here's a couple of my videos lately. I got about 9 views. I don't even care. No, they were on good terms, actually. No, they were in very good terms. Yeah, Lester, was it last year or something? Unfortunately, out in Texas, he was riding his electric bike, and some vehicle hit him. Then they scooted away. Yeah, I think he must have lived in the bad side of Texas or something, because nobody's come forward with law enforcement yet. No one's come forward and caught the suspect, as I know of, that hit him while on the electric bike. So whoever hit him either was drunk, high, or probably did it on purpose. If it was by accident, sure, that person's going to hop out of the car if they care. But chances are that person didn't care. Either they were, like I said, either they were messed up on chemicals or they just scooted away and thought, oh, who cares about that guy? Yeah. What a way to go, get hit while riding on an electric bike. Just like the town I live in, New Ulm. There's so many crazy drivers. I almost got hit 10 times since I walk around every morning in New Ulm. I almost got hit 10 times in the 4 years I've lived here. Yeah, I've been through some very close skirmishes. Oh yeah, you got to keep your eye on those vehicles. Yeah, I get in shape pretty often. I run across the street and stoplights because you have to. Those vehicles, they just know how to drive at all. They just don't know how to drive. Crazy people. Yeah. Man, his brother Russell, a couple of years ago, he died of cancer. He was like my ex-roommate. We shared the same bed. Kind of didn't get along. Thank goodness Russell didn't put me in the cemetery because he could anytime he wanted. Yeah, poor guy. There are times he weighed 700 pounds. I don't know if he enjoyed eating or he had a bad stomach well, he had a bad stomach. You have to if you weigh 700 pounds. It was like 5'11", 700 pounds at one point. I mean, that's hard on the heart. I'm about 200, that's like 210 pounds. That's like that's like 3.5 of me. Russell weighing 700 pounds is like 3.5 of me. And I'm a big person. I'm overweight myself. I'm overweight. Well, generally, he was a happy guy. He got married, had kids. Or years ago, he used to feel frustrated he couldn't get dates. He was down in the dumps all the time, and yeah, it was kind of too bad. Yeah, it's the trouble. A lot of these ladies, they always want these skinny, muscular guys all the time. A lot of them, and then he tries to find the right ones, but the only ones that liked him were the wrong ones. Kind of like me. Well, I could get a lot of dates, sure, but I'm just not going to date for the sake of it. Of course, and I won't. Not me. Russell is happily married for 30 years, got 3 daughters. Fortunately, he died of cancer. Probably got that cancer from working at Castle Metals. Plus, his mom was a heavy smoker when he was a kid. Oh, Virginia, she could put away 2 packs of smokes a day easy. And she was one of those smokers advocates. She hated when they were restricting smoking in places. Made her angry. Yeah, she says, this is wrong, And she said she wouldn't go to the Metrodome because they didn't let you smoke anymore. Of course, you can't smoke in 80 stadiums in the United States anymore. Well, and as far as my opinion on bars and restaurants not letting them smoke at all, I said I think they should let the businesses decide. Let's see if they can. Let's assume that they let businesses have smoking in bars and restaurants. Let's assume. Okay. All they have to do is raise fire insurance rates. Raise the rates. That's all they do. Raise the rate of fire insurance. Because there's such a thing as like homeowners insurance, and there's fire. There's homeowners insurance. Yeah. Yeah, the smoking part, I just say is let the businesses decide, or apartment complexes too. Okay, I live in apartment complexes. They allow smoking at all. Okay, that's fine. But they shouldn't ban smoking in all apartment complexes like nationwide. Let the business people decide. Let them, That's all you do. Let them decide. Yeah, I was an ex-cigarette smoker. I was an idiot. I smoked for over 10 years and I quit because I couldn't breathe anymore. Yep. And my favorite, see, I smoke Camels, Camel filters, Camel lights, players. Let's see, Marlboro Reds, Marlboro Gold, or Marlboro Silver Box. That'll take your breath away. And my favorite brand was Marlboro Lights Box 100s. That was my favorite brand, actually, before I quit. Marlboro Lights Box 100s. But then I quit. Lucky I did. And I wish I would have never smoked those stinky, disgusting cigarettes in the first place, but I was an idiot. And that, yeah, Brian, he kept offering me cigarettes. I kept turning them down. Brian, almost every time he said, "Hey, Ray, want a cigarette?" I said, "No, no, thanks." After a while, Brian said, "Come on, Ray, just try it. Yeah, I'm sure you Brad would like it." I did. I didn't like it at first, and after a while, I thought, I want to try some smokes. Then I started smoking. I don't know, smoked a pack a day. I smoked almost a. I don't know. I haven't talked to him lately. I haven't talked to him lately. I don't know. Yeah. No, actually, I know I said in other shows, it was those temporary employment service jobs. Remember I told you about Styrotech? That one styrofoam place? The stuff that got in my nose and my mouth, in my pants. Remember I told you about those styrofoam beads at Styrotech? I think that did the trick. Yeah. Styrofoam to me is like poop. I hate styrofoam. When I see styrofoam, I cringe. I don't like styrofoam. I do not like it when I see styrofoam in a box. Some people are stupid enough, they put styrofoam in recycling. Now, let's see. Ah, yeah, that's probably in that time I started to have those breathing problems. Yeah. Yeah, you too, Octo. You too. Huh? Yeah. Then before that, I used to have kind of heart. I'd feel real bad. It's almost like I had a heart attack. Yeah, that too. But no, but it's my fault. I ruined my breathing. I worked there about, let's see now, about 1994. I was there for 3 months, but those masks were like terrible. They were they were like child-sized masks. They didn't cover my face hardly at all, and the styrofoam beads went inside there, and it went in my nose, in my mouth. And there were some of the workers there. They didn't even wear a mask. Yeah, my boss, Dave Benko, he says, "Hey, Randy, there's some masks over there. Well, you can wear it if you want, but if you don't, I don't care." He says, "There's some of the guys around here, they don't wear it. If you don't want to wear it, I mean, I don't give a I don't care." He said, "But if anything happens to you, though, I mean, okay, it happens, all right?" I said, "Yeah, I want to try to wear this." And I wore it, and like I said, I was going to quit that job at Starotech, but like I said, Eddie Fierro, brother Randy, don't quit, man. Come on, brother. Please don't quit, man. I'll protect you, man. I'll pay you gas money, man. Then I give him these breaks on gas money, paid pennies on the dollar. Well, 3 months, but still with the 3 months, a lot of styrofoam inside every day, it wrecked my breathing. That was one of them. Plus, working at some of those disgusting jobs where you didn't wear a mask, where it's like very filthy in some of those factories, because that affects a person. Persons like sometimes by boilers, you could be by, what do you call it? Asbestos. Yeah, asbestos causes cancer. Well, yeah, because when they have stuff with asbestos, sometimes they'll have a sign, danger asbestos. Then they'll have these guys wear masks and stuff like that because you don't want to get that asbestos. Because back years ago, a lot of buildings they use asbestos because They thought that was like a very good stuff, but they don't use asbestos anymore, as I know of. So, yep, and that'll, like I say, that'll cause cancer. Just like at George's Bar. Yep, a lot of that dust that was kicking around, that was asbestos. The one I was doing when they were demolishing it. Yep. I think they used asbestos until, God, I think the 50s or 60s. No, wait, about this, I think the 60s. Then I realized it was causing cancer, so I had to stop and use alternatives. Yeah. And they like for paint, for example, way back, they used to use lead paint, but the trouble is, children, they take the lead paint like out of houses, and they just sometimes they put it in their mouth and kind of suck on it or eat. I never did that. I did take off chip paint, but I never put it in my mouth or anything. No, but some kids did. Some died. You know, some kids have died from that. Yeah, that's odd. It's sad. Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Oh, I'm sure they do. They worked there a lot longer than I did. There's some of them they worked there for years. But I was on that one thing where when you turn the handle, the beads would just go down in a cylinder bag, you know. But then a lot of that stuff would go in my mouth and all that. And trouble is, my bags had too much air in it. All my bags had too much air. And Dave, I think the reason Dave kept me around in a way was because I think he kind of liked me because I did everything he wanted, but I couldn't do the job. He gave me chances. But when he felt he couldn't do the job anymore, then he kind of wanted me to leave after a while, which is fine. I wanted to leave anyway. I would have left after the first day if it wasn't for that Eddie Fierro. Brother, can't you stay, man? Can't you? Look at idiot. I listened to him. It was my fault for being an idiot. You know, I think his brother wanted me to drive him and I drove 10 miles out of the way to drive that guy to Styrotech and 10 miles out of the way back. And I got something like 11, 12 miles to the gallon. So I used almost 2 gallons of gasoline a day driving him to work and driving him back home, almost 2 gallons. Because back then, the 1978 Ford LTD2 with a 351 Windsor 2-barrel V8 had very poor gas mileage. You can Google that. You'd look at the gas mileage and say, wow, that's terrible. All right, maybe I could do that. I'll do it. 1978 Ford LTD2 351 Windsor V8 gas mileage. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's stop it. Okay. Vehicles, well, 13 miles in an hour. Okay. We'll get 13.5 miles to the gallon, making 10 to 12 miles per gallon common. Yeah. The 351 Windsor V8. Yep. With a 2-barrel. Yep. Yep. Very terrible mileage, eh? Very terrible gas mileage. Drop some lights here, see what happens. There. Yep, just think about it. And I drove Eddie Fierro, almost 2 gallons of gas a day, driving all the way to pick that guy up. And he paid me probably not even enough for a gallon of gas. Yeah, every day. I mean, he'd give me, I think, I'd say, oh, Eddie, man, you don't have to pay me much money. He said, hey, Randy, 75 cents sound all right? I said, yeah, you're cool, Eddie. 75 cents. That wouldn't even be enough. But I did anyway. Eddie was a cool guy, but smart too. Eddie was a smart man. Very smart. He outsmarted me, I'll tell you that. Yep. It's just like people in the coal mines and stuff. Think about this. All those coal miners get that black lung disease. Yeah. Even going down the shaft, even pushing those carts from way back, yeah, they still got breathing problems. Because coal mines people didn't wear masks at all. And the coal is probably probably worse than styrofoam, I'd say. Coal is worse. Oh, Eddie Fierro, I thought he was a good friend, but on a technicality, he thought of me as okay, but not a good friend. I'll put it that way. Yeah, on a technicality. But I'm not mad at him. I was mad at myself. He outsmarted me. I'm mad at myself because that guy outsmarted me. It's all right. And I forgive him. He respected my car. He never put his feet up on my dashboard or anything. I mean, stuff like that just irritates me. That just irritates me. Gosh, pizza's very good. Pizza's very good. Yeah. Styrotech. 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 It was like on 25th and Central Avenue Northeast. It was like near the Clark gas station. You go inside the building. It was like one of those real old buildings, those pillars on the center, metal pillars. That's what they had. Metal pillars in the center. They don't build them like that anymore because they can build buildings a lot safer now than they used to. No, this was in Minneapolis before they moved to Brooklyn Park. This was in Minneapolis at the time, on 25th and Central Avenue Northeast. Yeah, they used to, we're out northeast at the time in a very old building that was, I think, built in the 20s or 30s, where they had the metal pillars on the center, very old warehouse. Bricks were crumbling, Yeah, 5 stars. Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll pay people more money because back then they paid people cheap. Well, maybe they pay good now. Who knows? Maybe they pay good now. Maybe they have better masks. I don't know. As you see, on a technicality, I wasn't working for Styrotech, like I said. I was working for Top Temporary. So let's assume I'm going to sue Styrotech for whatever money I want to get them. You know what? I couldn't sue them because I'm working for Top Temporary. You'd have to sue Top Temporary. All Top has to do is close their office and get another office under a different name. Do the old Abdullah the Butcher trick. Because Abdullah the Butcher, when he was wrestling other guys, he had like hepatitis, and he gave like 5 other wrestlers hepatitis too. And he never told anybody that he had hepatitis. So now Abdullah the Butcher has transferred all his businesses to his daughter. So they can't sue him, see? They transferred his businesses to his trusted daughter. Who his daughter's going to make sure he's well taken care of course. Yeah. Having a father like Abdullah the Butcher. Imagine some kid, some gang of kids was messing, say, with his daughter, right? His daughter makes it home. Dad, a bunch of guys bother me. Say the kid's father's coming up 7, 8 at a time. One look at Abdullah the Butcher, I bet all those 8 guys would shit their pants. How about Google Abdullah the Butcher? Google him. He has this wide back, big chest, No, he has a big stomach, but still. Oh yeah, and he goes hardcore matches. Even some guys he uses the fork and he carves his opponents. I mean, see these guys back then for professional wrestling, they'd really have him like do it, carve him. Then they'd like carve him back. He'd let him. Yeah, there's a lot of blading in wrestling at the time. Yeah, a lot of cutting with a knife or the blading stuff. Oh, that's why guys, a lot of those wrestlers, those old timers like Dick the Bruiser and Crusher and stuff, those old timers. Yeah, I'm doing. They got those scars is because of all that blading they did. Yeah, all that blading. That's how they got all those scars. Oh, plus get smacked with weapons and stuff. Yep, he's 85, Abdullah. Yep, Abdullah the Butcher. Yeah, I don't know how he lived so long, but that hepatitis, though. I mean, let's see. Abdullah the Butcher. He is 85 and he's still alive. Yeah. Yep. He's a Canadian wrestler. It's just weird. He's still alive, even though he got hepatitis, though. Yeah. And guys tried to sue him, but like I said, he passed all his businesses to his daughter. Yep. They can't sue his daughter. He doesn't own it. He could just act like, okay, we'll do a deal. Well, it's acting like you're paying me by the month and stuff. And they'll just do it that way so it looks legal. See, that's what Abdullah the Butcher is doing, you know? Yeah, that's kind of evil if you ask me. I mean, giving people hepatitis. There's people who died from hepatitis, you know? I mean, it's just like somebody, say we get into a fight with our opponent has AIDS, and his blood gets on you or me, we'd have AIDS too. Yeah, think about it. Yeah, after that AIDS pandemic in the 80s, it got me thinking. It got me seriously thinking. Yeah. Yeah, the AIDS and hepatitis. And my grandmother, Blanche, she died from tuberculosis in the Rest Haven Sanitarium out near, it's about 30 miles west of Fargo. Yeah. Rest Haven Sanitarium, my grandmother, Blanche. Yeah. Let's see where. Oh yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. Yeah, imagine that. Abdul the Butcher. Yeah, I was thinking about that. He's 85. Yeah. Yeah, wrestling matches back then are really funny. Is the ones that King Kong Brody wrestled. Yeah, those are really funny. The way he had to like all the time. I say he's hired by the Sheik. He always loves to put people in the hospital all the time. That's funny. I work for the Sheik. Yeah, it's just too bad. And he was well hated by promoters. Bruiser Brody was. He was well hated because Brody wanted to do everything his way, you know? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes those hardcore matches, yeah. I mean, I know they had ECW in the 90s, which was hardcore. Abdul the Butcher was hardcore way before then. Yeah. Those knives blade each other, cracked each other over the head with weapons like chairs. You know how strong those metal chairs are? That'll hit you hard. I mean, if Butcher let's say a butcher was, say about 40 years old. Say you and I were 40 and say Abdullah the Butcher was 40. Let's say you and I went against Abdullah in the handicap match. Yeah, let's just say you and I are 40 years old, okay, with our physical ability. See if we win against Abdullah the Butcher in a handicap match. It's a no firearms, okay? No swords, no, just okay. Well, but they could use foreign objects. Abdullah the Butcher would put both of us to sleep in record time. We'll put it that way. That's how tough Abdullah the Butcher is. I mean, we could take a metal bat, we could hit him, he wouldn't even feel it. That's how tough Abdullah the Butcher is. He wouldn't even feel it. He's that tough. Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with Abdullah the Butcher or King Kong Brody, some of those guys from back then. Oh God. Yeah. And you could tell that Frank Goodish, when I played Brody, you could tell he loves kicking people in the face. He loves doing that. That's his favorite move. Yeah. Oh, yes, he could. Yeah, those guys are that strong. Yeah. They're that strong. Oh, yeah. They said Abdullah the Butcher is a crazy man, too. I'd never mess with a guy like that. Okay, even wrestlers that are very skinny, too, and some that are short, they're very tough, too. Well, if you want to, if you're old enough, I dare you to wrestle Greg Gagne at 62 years old. I dare you to wrestle Greg Gagne, for example. I wouldn't wrestle Greg Gagne. I wouldn't wrestle Greg Gagne any age. He could snap the neck off. He's that strong. Yeah, Gagne is actually a very strong guy. Oh, Greg works out all the time. Yeah, his dad, he was like an ex-Marine, and a lot of guys are scared of Vern Gagne. Because Vern Gagne, that guy could fight. Well, yeah, I read some of Vern Gagne. It was interesting. He played for the Chicago Bears. George Halas asked him, he says, you know something, Vern, you keep complaining about salary, about getting raises all the time. He said, why should I give you a raise? I'm paying you enough. He said, I'll tell you what, you can go to wrestling, you're not going to make any money. And when Vern went to wrestling, he made a lot more money than playing for the Chicago Bears. Way more money. And there was guys back then in the 50s, they'd leave professional football and go into professional wrestling because professional wrestling paid more back then. Not anymore, though. Wrestling pays a lot less now. Way less than football, especially if you're a quarterback. Oh, they really pay the quarterbacks now. Yeah. Yeah, they really pay the quarterbacks. Yeah. There's one. Oh, speaking of football players, oh yeah, my next door neighbor, Steve Myra, the kicker of the Colts. Oh, that guy was cool. I wish we were in a picture together. Darn, he has a picture of me someplace. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I am less tired. Yeah, I'm kind of going in another zone. Sorry about that. I'm just thinking of things. Sometimes I just think of things deeply and go in another time zone. Yeah. No, seriously though. Yeah, see on YouTube they have Abdullah the Butcher's wrestling matches and they were very violent. You can see those. Yeah. Yeah, you can see those. See, then the AWA Battle Royal, that was really funny. Yeah, I gotta put that in one of my wrestling things. They had like King Kong Brody, he kept stomping on Blackwell, and according to some of the fans, I think I knew a guy that was at that wrestling match. He said Brody stomped him real hard too. You could tell. Yeah, it's one thing about Frank Goodish, King Kong Brody. He always wrestled stiff. A lot of opponents wouldn't even wrestle that guy because they said he was too stiff. He'd hurt you. Yeah, that's why most of those jobbers they wouldn't go against him more than once. Yeah, but like I say though, yeah, there's one sport I do. The only sport I like, to be honest with you, I forgot to tell you, is mixed martial arts with females. I think those female mixed martial artists, I think they look better than the ring girls. I think that some of them even look better. Yeah, some of them even do modeling on the side, like Paige Van Sant did. So does Misha Tate. She does. They do modeling on the side. Yeah. No, I haven't really joined any clubs, but I had a friend named Louis Lempion, and he was a first degree black belt in Taekwondo. Yeah, he went in this amateur match against his opponent. I didn't get his name. They fought in a draw, and he never fought again after that. He quit after that. He told me because a mind is a terrible thing to waste. That's they told me. Oh, Louis was an A student in college. Oh, he was a straight A student. Oh yeah, and just get this. He owned a car his mother bought him. It was like a collector's item. She bought him a 1962 Mercury Monterey. The only thing was the color of the car was pink. But nobody messes with Louis, though. Louis smashed him. Yeah. Oh, we're good on the street. You didn't mess with Louis Lempion. Or the 62 Mercury Monterey. Google 1962 Mercury Monterey pictures. It's a collector's item. Say cost. How much is it worth? Yeah. 1962 Mercury Monterey. How much are they worth? $12,167 in good condition. What that means, when they say good condition, is it has some rust, it has some dents, the car rides well. Yeah, that's good money for a four-door, actually. It's worth more than most of them, yeah. Oh, and they had that big engine in that Monterey. That car could move. Oh, you put in like one of those high-performance engines. That car, I mean, yeah, it's not like a Mustang. The Mustang would go much faster, for example, because you see the Mustang was much lighter in weight and they sloped it. Oh, those 65 Mustangs, you put in, say, a 351 Cleveland V8, that car can cook. Yeah, my friend Adam, he had a 70 Ford Mustang. He had like a 351 Windsor. No, what was it? No, was it a 350? Yeah, 351 Windsor, 4-barrel, high-performance carburetor, 4-speed. I rode in this car. Was it Village North? Oh, that car could fly. And he was hardly touching the gas pedal. Adam told me, he said, Randy, you want to race me for titles, your car against mine? I said, Adam, forget it. He said, come on, Randy. Come on, race me, Randy. I said, no way. No way, Adam. I said, you got to take that to the drag strip. He says, well, I could. He says, yeah, but some of those guys got more money than I do, and they beef their car better and beat me, he said. And Adam had a point. Because some of those guys that had those cars, they buy the best high-performance parts. Adam got some of them, but, well, that car could cook. Oh, God. But I think the fastest car I rode in was Brian Warhol's 1967 Chevrolet Chevelle with that 396 4-barrel. Get this, when he was 16 years old, he built that engine by himself, piece by piece. Built an engine, 396 high-performance 4-barrel. I think he took it apart, rebuilt it by himself at 16 years old. Yeah. Well, he did have some help with friends from time to time. They'd come over, they help him lift the heavy stuff. And Brian, he'll pay him some money. Well, back then when they worked with guys like Brian, they didn't expect much money. They gained knowledge from that guy. They gained knowledge from him because Brian, he knew mechanics from. And when he took off in that '67 Chevelle, your back hugged the seat. So it's like my nephew Reed's Tesla, that one I rode in. That car can cook. Oh, jeez. Yeah. But I think between Reed's Tesla and Brian's Chevelle, as long as it is a windy day, I think you could beat Reed. But if it's like a very windy day, say the wind's blowing against him, I think Reed might have a chance because the Tesla is very sloped. Yeah, I remember that. Remember Reed's Tesla, boy. Ooh, that car could fly. Yeah. I don't really see Reed. He's always busy, busy doing whatever he does. And, oh well, that's what happens with families after a while. They split apart. My family, we don't see each other much. And what can I do? Nothing, I guess. So I'll just have to find my own way to have my own fun. That's it. We all say. I got to find my own way to have my own fun. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I think it will. Did you ever play against me in Wire Club? I don't know if you ever have. There's always going to be trolls in that room. I just say game, please. No, I just say game, please, because if I start talking over there, some of those people are going to pick fights at me because I've blocked at least 15 of them. See, they got mad at me. Okay, you've seen those idiots, how they acted to me in chat? I posted it on YouTube. I'm showing people how my opponents were acting like idiots. They complained to me for using a thing called powers, and that's legal. You can actually buy powers from Wire Club, say $20 for 50 hits, for example. People will pay that. $20 for 50 hits of powers. There's people that pay that. $20 for 50 hits and powers. And there's people that pay that stuff. Isn't that funny? I won't pay that. Not me, but some people do. They make the money, Wire Club. Me being on Jimmy's program, after that, I promoted him when it was 5,000 views. The Wire Club never thanked Jimmy for it. Of course not. Yeah, that's right. That's the truth. That's the way they are. They don't. So a lot of those companies, they don't want to pay you. They don't want to have other people have credit. Nah, they don't want that. No. They'd rather have me pay them. Smart Wire Club. And yes, it's a funny thing is I've paid. Okay, sometimes I pay for those extra coins, and then I hit the jackpot twice for 19,000. In 3 months, I still have 6,000 coins left. A lot of times I'll play those things where, you hit those big ones. Yeah. Yeah, some of those people, they're pretty funny. Yeah. What's funny as heck about the bingo game? There's people that'll sit on there night and day. I bet some of them, they'll use a bedpan. I wouldn't doubt it. I bet some will have a bedpan right by them and sit down and squat and do their thing. Remember that episode on South Park where Eric Cartman was on the computer? He was on it so much his mom brought him a bedpan. Remember that? Remember that with Eric Cartman? That was funny. That was funny. But it's true. It's true with some people. They're like that. Yeah. But that was funny showing Cartman. Eric Cartman, he's playing in the computer so much his mom gets his bedpan. That was funny. Eric, oh god, that cartoon is funny. Yeah, they have some of those kids do the dumbest things. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like 6, 7 years ago. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they have so many new episodes, but I don't pay attention because if I want to watch those newer episodes, they're going to charge me a lot of money, unless I get a subscription to some satellite thing for over $100. I'm not going to pay that. I got more than enough to watch on YouTube. I'll watch some amateurs act like idiots. Oh, get this. Here's one of my favorite channels. I wish he wouldn't have quit. Was Guinea Cake or Tabitha Amanda. I wish she would have never quit, but she did. I enjoyed her shows actually. She was pretty entertaining. I think she'd have done better, but she gave up. It was too bad. Now, hopefully she'll get on when she's older. It's a shame. Yeah. Well, there's been some good channels out there that they quit. And then there's some of the hacks, they keep going. Did I ever tell you I knew of one YouTube channel? I'm not going to give the name because I'm not going to give them publicity. This particular person, one time, get this. Over 4.5 minutes of videos, he showed, 3 people sitting on lawn chairs for 4.5 minutes. They're just sitting on lawn chairs like this. That was about the dumbest video I ever saw. You might as well take videos of, I had a video showing myself. Oops. Can you see me still? Can you hear me? Testing. Can you hear me? Seriously, I had an interruption. Testing. Okay, good. Ding, ding. What's going on? Oh, nothing. Nothing going on. Same old. You know what? Let's see. I'll shut my phone off. Say, you know what? I was going to tell you on my YouTube video with Tom Van McKeldin, I wore the wig all the way through Mankato, actually. I wore the wig, and there's some ladies looking and smiling at me, and I was pretending as Tom. And she likes me, and she's been working, Yeah. Yeah, sometimes when I'm bored, I'll be Tom Van McKeldin, real idiot you never want your sister or daughter with. No, I never saw that. Interesting channel. Lots of interesting channels out there. So everybody watch Charlie Bow 313? Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh God, he goes to the worst neighborhoods of the United States. Oh man, oh yeah, and sometimes a lot of these guys will walk in front of vehicles, and they're the type of guys, if you ever honk your horn in that neighborhood, they throw stuff at your vehicle or worse. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, those guys, if you ever honk your horn in the neighborhood and they see you're a stranger, they'll throw stuff at your car, they'll kick your car and stuff, And some of those guys are strong enough, they could break through a window. Yeah, and then when the cops come, the whole neighborhood will say, "Oh, I didn't see nothing going on. Oh, I didn't see nothing." Oh yeah, they all say the same thing. Yeah, that's how tough that neighborhood is. You have a gang of people attack them. Everybody in the neighborhood says, And nothing happening here, man. Nothing happening. Yeah, the cops can't do nothing about it. No witnesses. What can you do? So it works. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, man, oh man. Oh. Yeah, there's my regular $26 belt. Paid $4.80 for you champions. I think this looks better than the WWE belt, eh? I think this one looks pretty good. Not as good as the NWA belt from the 80s. That one looks much better, but now one I paid $1 for. I had little figurines, and I had a little like fences, but unfortunately I accidentally left it behind in Wadena, and those yo-yos at the real estate company, they threw it away, you know. The kids look, yeah. Well, the only thing is, let's see, any kids that have ever been jealous? Oh, okay. There's that Edney Charles Allen of Fargo, North Dakota. You probably typed that name, right? That one creep. Remember him? That was my childhood friend at Madison, Edney Charles Allen. That pile of garbage that's now in the cemetery. Mhm. Yeah, he took my Hot Wheels car. That snake. His dad, I don't know if his dad would have bought him one, and I don't know. I think they were kind of too poor because they were living. Yeah, he stole that. Yeah. Yeah, he's lucky he was living in Fargo, North Dakota, the crap he did, because if he would have, let's just say, if he would have lived in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, like in Osseo High School, if they would have found out he did that, say if he was going there, those guys in Osseo, those real big guys, they take care of him, they cripple him. I know some of them that would. You know what? I'd say, I clap. I clap. I say, good going, brother. Some will say thank you, and some will say beat it. You know. Yeah, that Adney Allen. Oh God, that's one guy. Because when we had the signature things for Madison, let's see, where is it? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, well, I'm gonna bring it out. I don't know where I put it. Wait a minute. I don't think I remember. Let's see. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Man, just flying around like crazy today. Yeah. Yeah, but there is jealous people in this world, though. There's always jealous people of some sort, especially people that are very poor. You know, they're the most jealous. Ones that are just totally angry because they don't have anything, and say they're doing crappy in school, for example, and then they apply for jobs, but no jobs would hire them for whatever reason. Then they all get mad and, hey, you know something? Let's go do mugging or something like that, or let's go don't do illegal stuff, which is stupid, but some of the real poor people, they'll just do that because sometimes when they go to prison, get their 3 meals a day, they get better meals in jail and prison than their own home because a lot of times they don't have hardly enough money to eat. Seriously. What, who troll me on Wire Club? Well, they don't exactly troll me. No, they'll just say negative things about me if I'm in. But the thing is, though, I blocked them, so I can't see it. See, I block them. I just block them. They have a great blocking system. I'm not going to tell on them. I just block them. Because if they keep complaining about me, out of 120 people, I may get 5 or 10 subscribers out of it, I might get some subscribers. See? That's how it's done. I know that. People can say what they want about me. I don't care. Who cares? Because, hey, it's a legal move. Yeah. Powers is a legal move. If you want to play against me, go ahead. I'm Randy the Wild Horse and Wire Club. You can play me in word games. You'll beat me. My record's terrible. I have a terrible record. Yeah, you don't even have to say you know me. They don't know. People just say, I'll tell you what, I have a deal for you. We can play as a team, same team, okay? We can play cooperative. You want to do that? I'll play cooperative. We'll play co-op. You and I, we'll play co-op, okay? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Follow me on Randy the Wild Horse and Wire Club. A lot of people, they're a hoot. Yeah. All those people are a hoot, some of them, You look at some. Yeah. But I'll tell you, there's some tough players over there. There's Sebastian. There's Barb Chocoholic. Oh, God. I beat her one time, get this, because I had powers. The last 10 times I beat her, I said, congratulations for a win. Barb Chocoholic would just put, ha ha. That's what she put, ha ha. Oh, yeah. She stopped after a while, but I got the message. I don't use powers against her anymore. Nah, I try to play competitive against Barb Chocoholic. And Barb Chocoholic kills me. And she's one of the top players in the world compared to me. Oh, I got 64 friends are like all females and stuff like that, but they don't really do anything with you, but they're just fun people, Well, I got that one lady who beat me, Alexander 18. She played her very first game against me on Wire Club and she beat me. She beat me by 200 points. And I beat her the next time, Yeah, she's cool. Alexander 18, very nice female from Canada. Just a friend, nothing more. We're in friendly terms, for example, and she's just there to play games. I mean, she's not there to be. Not only, no, I'm not friends with her. That's right. Well, that's cool. I'm about 64. Well, yeah, some of those old ladies are always interested in playing with me because I'm always polite to them. The older people like playing me because I'm always polite, please and thank you and all that, because being polite is the best way. Or thank you, sir. Yes, thank you, ma'am. I'll say sir and ma'am in public. I don't care. I don't care. They don't like it. Who cares? Yeah, that's the way I am. Yeah, I'll show you something real quick. I can. Oops. Oh, no wonder. Here's it. Oh, there we are. It's just actually there's a corner there. See, I'll turn. Whoa. See, I'll turn on my phone. I want to show you a picture. I got a free cabinet. This lady, this is like by the dumpster at the apartment. It's like a real kind of an old fashioned heavy cabinet. I'm going to show you. That's the best furniture I got in the apartment. I got this free. It was like for 3 days, nobody took it. Yeah, I couldn't quite get a picture. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'll get a picture of it. I got this free and at the thrift shop. Okay, this is the inside the cabinet. It's like the back. It's kind of the light. This is the front. That was free for 3 days by the dumpster. I checked it out. Kind of like slightly scuffed, but it needed cleaning. Looked in the inside, no scratches. They were going to throw it away. Yeah. Yeah, it does need handles, but I don't care. It's very heavy. That should last for the rest of my life. In thrift shops, they'll charge $40 for something like that, even without the handles. Because if it's heavy and durable, they always charge a lot of money at the thrift shop. Yeah, I bought a keyboard at the Salvation Army. Let's see, I don't know if you can see it. $3.99. Yeah, it used to be cheaper, those keyboards, but they went up in price, and it's the same as that other one. No. This is my drawer for my mom and dad. This isn't as. Yeah, this isn't as high a quality as that cabinet. That's not as high a quality, but it's better than the modern stuff. Yeah. This is like back in the 70s. It was one of those cheaper built cabinets. But they build them better back then than they do now, though. Nowadays, they build things to wreck. There's my computer desk. Got it Office Depot Office Max. I paid, I think $100 and some. Look at it now in 2 years. Look at this. Next time I'm going to get a cabinet, I'm going to get it at the thrift shop, those real thick ones. They want like $150 for. Yeah, this cheap desk is the same amount of money. Better to have something that lasts forever. I don't care if it's ugly. I want something that does the job, Plus, when you move stuff and carry it, it never breaks. That's what I like, And a lot of that old stuff has that still. But if you ever see it at a thrift shop, first off, I'd wait till it's summer. Wait till it's summer outside. Put it in a truck or in a trailer. Leave it in for 2-3 hours. Well, say you're busy in a restaurant or something, goofing around, or say you're playing Frisbee in the park for 2-3 hours and going in the park shade. Okay, sometimes they have plugs. You can bring your own fan and turn on the fan breeze as long as you bring yourself a picnic lunch and all that. As long as you leave the park, they don't care. As long as you don't use too much electricity, If it's a hot day, they understand. But anyway, yeah, you didn't get those desks at the same amount of money, but make sure you put in the truck. Wait 2-3 hours at least, because you have to get rid of in case it might have bed bugs, That's the thing. When you get stuff, and see this desk I got, it was in that same apartment. That lady has lived there her name is Judy. I think her name was Judy Ring or something like that. Yeah, she has lived there for 12, 13 years, 12, 13 years. She had hardly any visitors. except her kids, and they didn't come very often, you know. Yeah, this desk like that coming from her apartment, it's safe. And she was technically a clean lady too. You can kind of tell. She smoked cigarettes outside, and very nice lady. Very nice. Oh yeah, she told me about this truck stop in Mankato. I don't eat in truck stops anyway. Oh, she was telling me about this one owner. She dropped food on the floor. She put it back in the grill. She did that. She said she did that many times. She said, and I got so mad. I told her. I said, why do you keep doing that for? She says, well, who cares? Customers don't have to know. She says, oh, you want to make people sick? What if some child eats it? No, she said the boss didn't care. And she and Judy said, then I told the boss. She says, I'm leaving then. Okay. She says, go leave. I don't care. She left. Judy got a job someplace else. You know, she got a job somewhere else, maybe more respectable. Yeah. Because she was a waitress like for years. They know how great of a worker she was. And she'd have like all these friends, they'd recommend her to certain bosses and they'll take her, you know, probably for the same money. You know? Yeah, she was that type of person. And she was pretty cool, but unfortunately cancer caught up with her. And she said, I was asked about doing chemo. I said, nope, I'm not doing chemo. She says, when my time, Judy told me too, she says, when my time is up, that's it. And that's fine. So she told me. I said, okay. She lived to be like 87 years old. She smoked cigarettes. She like smoked cigarettes outside, usually by in her car if it's too cold, for example. Yeah, in her car if it's too cold. Because, you know, a car will protect you from the wind. Not totally, but well, yeah, some people, they'll start their vehicles to warm it up and then shut it off. Some will. And, you know, luckily I don't smoke, so I don't have to do that. Go outside. Not me. I wouldn't want to go outside and smoke the ciggies. No way. No way, no way. No way, no how. You know. Hey, you know what? Yeah, some of you are still here, and it peaks in a while. Yep. See. Well, so I haven't heard from Jimmy. He hasn't said anything yet. Yeah, that way, yeah. Those long trains, oh yeah. But I don't have to worry about that too much because I don't have to cut through railroad tracks like anywhere. At least I'm lucky there. There's a railroad tracks like in New Ulm. They're like towards the other end of town. And see, that end of town in New Ulm, the tourists don't really go there, you know. It's mostly like an industrial area. And the main roads do not go through railroad tracks. You know, they're like bridges overhead and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, we have a lot of those tall highways. Crazy. Very crazy. Oh, speaking of highways, oh, God, I wish I had pictures. There was this one road they used to call 9 Mile Corner or Suicide Bridge in southern Minnesota. I wish I get a photo. Someone get a photo of that. Well, if I had money, I'd give them money. You know. Oh God, I wish I was rich. I had fun like that. Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, we have roads that go through there, but like Wadena, Minnesota, that was kind of different. Like if you're in between the downtown area of Wadena, if you have like a long train go through, you'd have to wait, and sometimes the traffic would get so busy. See, that's why you had to build a 4-lane in Wadena, is because on the 2 lanes sometimes traffic would kind of clog by the railroad tracks, say like 12, 13 cars. They'd all be waiting for a train. Green right, lane right, and then on the left side, the traffic keep going. No wait, that was when it was 2 lane. Yeah, Well, the 4-lane, it helps a little bit, but still, if it's too busy, then cars will still stand there. Yeah. Well, I like New Ulm's system much better set up than Wadena. Way better. Yeah. No, I like New Ulm. I like Mankato. Mankato's only 28 miles away. That's not bad. Yeah, there's more money down here than central Minnesota. Way more money. Yeah, for events in Wadena, once a year, they have the Mad Hatters things on play. New Ulm, Minnesota, plays, musicals, shows, dancing. Oh, my favorite part? Oh, the video I did? I think that time we were going in New Orleans. That's one of my that's the third most watched video on YouTube. Yeah, it was one of the few people that did New Orleans, but then a lot of people did it too. So I'm not getting the views I used to, because so many people are doing New Orleans. It isn't funny. Yeah, and when we were going through that road, it was trippy. It was, and the people are kind of trippy in New Orleans too. Oh, speaking of that, this is my hat I got in New Orleans, $24. Yep. Yeah, that was actually New Orleans, Louisiana. Whoops. No, that was actually New Orleans, Louisiana that we went through. Yep, that was actually New Orleans. Yeah, it's just too bad Brian didn't work on YouTube. It's just too bad. I think Brian would have got a lot of subscribers. I think he would have, but no. What can I do? I guess Brian probably doesn't care about it. That's fine. Probably wouldn't even care being on my show at this point. He probably, I don't care. I said, okay. He probably wouldn't even care. That's all right. Yeah, there's so many people that don't care about this social media stuff. I just wonder why. And then when you watch these old home movies, a lot of times people pose and strut and they'd overdo their moves. They act like they're on television. It's just crazy. I should post an X more? Well, actually, I just do my own videos, but the thing is, on X, there's a lot of these people are trolls. There's a lot of trolls on the X. There's so many trolls. Oh, yeah, you have to watch who you trust on the X. That's why on the X, the ones I mostly follow, I follow Ford, I follow Mercury, I'll follow Jay Leno's Garage, stuff that interests me. But posting my own stuff, I just repost my videos on YouTube. That's what I do. I only repost my videos on YouTube, and that's it. If they want to watch or don't watch, I don't really care. Either way, even one person a year from YouTube watches my videos, thank you. Because there's very few people that my knowledge. See, the only way to really increase the algorithms on the X or YouTube, you have to pay for it. Then they'll push your platform a lot more. Yeah, they'll really push your platform if you get a check mark. If I pay $8 a month, I'm not going to. But there's people that do. That's fine. Nothing against it. I don't know if it's success or failure. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to debate Elon Musk on it, but No, this is my hobby. This is my hobby. It's all it is. Just a hobby. Yeah, well, I don't post some of the stuff on Blue Sky because I think they're more strict on the videos and stuff than the X, I think there's a lot more strictness on there, on Blue Sky. I can post really some of them, that are kind of safe. But the ones with Tom Van McKeldin, I wouldn't post them on Blue Sky, no. I wouldn't post the Tom Van McKeldin stuff. Yeah, that was fun being Tom in Mankato. Trouble is, a lot of times, Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was doing in the car. I was actually wearing the wig. I was actually we're going far enough from home anyway. It's a bigger town. Most people aren't going to care. Yeah, that's what I did. Is I was acting like I like to watch traffic go by the stoplights. I mean, I don't really care myself, but I'm pretending that I'm Tom. I like it. Then I just act like Tom, always complaining about me all the time that I'm a nice guy. Yeah, yeah, and I act like this guy who's not respectful to women or anything, but always act like a coward on everything. And his alter ego, that rap singer who can't sing at all. And he's so stupid he can't read notes except on a Magic by Mitch Victory once. I did that one. And then all of a sudden the captain can read music notes. Otherwise, he says music notes are unnecessary, but you know they are. But you know, it's just a lot of dumb stuff I created. You know, it's just stupid. I know. Who cares? I don't even care. Yeah, sometimes like when a person watches stuff on TV when I was a kid, you know what was a favorite show of a lot of high schoolers? Yeah, I'll tell you this one show, The Rockford Files. That old show in the 70s where he drove that souped up Formula Firebird. Oh yeah, they had that on Jay Leno's garage. Well, that car had a lot of horsepower. I think they had to do it California legal or something like that. They were really tough. So I think otherwise, I think James Gardner would increase the horsepower. Yeah, yeah, and I was talking about Jim Rockford's car, James Gardner's Firebird, the formula he drove on his show, the one that drove really fast. No, in real life, that car could drive fast. It was faster than my Grand Marquis, and that car is much faster than the Smokey and the Bandit Burt Reynolds drove. That will blow that. It'll. I'll put it this way: Rockford's Firebird would disappear in a race against Burt Reynolds' Trans Am and Smokey the Bandit. That's true. That's how fast James Gardner's Firebird was. Because see, James Gardner, he was a master racing mechanic, and he was a race car driver. He knew all about mechanics, and he even put it together engines himself. James Gardner did. Yeah, he was a Formula One driver. He was a qualified mechanic. Oh yeah, he'd beef up that Firebird. Then on shows where they did those stunts, he did his own stunts. He insisted on it. Yeah, he insisted on doing his own stunts, so they let him. Oh, most actors, they want a stunt person because they could get killed doing those crazy stunts. Yeah, Jay Leno's Garage is great. Yeah. You ever watched Jay Leno's Garage? You ever watched it before? Yeah, he has. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, he has expensive vehicles, those steam engines. There's that Cameroon guy from the Nether Cut collection. He has vehicles that are worth millions. Yeah, I think. Yeah, yeah. Well, okay, they didn't exactly show the film. They showed the film of it, but he didn't post it. See, he posted it to I don't know, but the thing where it exploded in his face, he's not going to put it on his show. No, he won't put it on Jay Leno's Garage. No, he doesn't have to. You know, he'll just do it. That's his private collection. That part where that because oh yeah, because otherwise then a lot of people would be too scared to fire up the steam car, you know, because that steam car, if you do it wrong, it'll explode. And that explode, yeah, the fire explode in the face. You couldn't pay me to light up a steam car. No, I'd be scared. Yeah, but there's people that actually still do it. I know people that still do it. Yeah, but my friend Brian Howell, he'd do it. He's a mechanic himself. He knows about mechanics. Brian, he's braver than I am. Brian Howell, he'd do it. He knows the risks. Unless if he saw, I don't know, but he's braver than I am, Brian. You know, he probably know where to do it. Not when you think of trying it. Yeah, yeah, that was Jay Leno's steam car. That was that. Was that the 1925 steam? I think that's the one Howard Hughes owned. Yeah, that steam car, 1925 was the one Howard Hughes owned. Yeah, it's like worth many millions of dollars. Yeah. But see, he already made a deal when he died, Jay Leno. All his cars are going to basically go in museums, you know. See, he doesn't have any sons or daughters, you know. He doesn't have any offspring. Boy, and I'm sure if he did, let's assume he had offspring, I bet he'd let his kids do very few cars like that, you know. Most of his cars will still go to museums because Jay Leno wants to really preserve the vehicles. It is the people he hires, you know, they do an outstanding job with the mechanics and the washing and all that. Oh, geez. You and I, as far as seeing Jay Leno is concerned, you and I couldn't even pass security, and they tell us to go home in his private life, probably, I'm sure. But that's the way. It's all right. He's got a lot of friends. Yeah, he's got a lot of friends. And he first started, Jay Leno, this is interesting. He was like a stand-in on Good Times when JJ was going in, right? He was talking to these other people that he had VD. Then Jay Leno says in his character part, he says, hey, you. He says, everybody's got VD here. And then JJ's eyes are like the whole room had VD. He was overflowing with people. And they stared at him and nodded. And there's JJ. His eyes lit up because VD is very serious, you know, if you don't treat it. Yeah, because there's times they didn't have a cure for it. A lot of people died from VD before they had a cure for it. A lot of people died from it. Yeah. But now they got a cure. Yeah, that was the first episode Jay Leno was ever on. I think acting was on Good Times, and he was that guy to explain to the JJ the right thing. And actually, Jay was funny. I thought to myself, oh, this guy's funny. I thought, I wonder if he'd be in other shows in the future. And he was a stand-in in the Tonight Show, and after that, he got the show over David Letterman. Letterman got mad, left, and a rival network let Letterman have his own show against Leno, and they were basically neck and neck. You know, they're neck and neck. Yeah, it was a battle, I'll tell you. A lot of people like Letterman better than Leno, though. There's people like Leno better than Letterman. Yeah, well, depends on who you want it like. Yeah. Yep, they picked him. Yeah. Oh, yes. And Jay Leno has Johnny Carson's old 1930 vehicle. That's pretty cool. That was Johnny Carson's very first car, and he kept it like until he died. And he willed it to Jay Leno, and Leno took it. And Jay said it did need some work, but he did. Oh yeah, he could help. He can afford it. Yeah. Yeah, you know what's too bad about cars nowadays? Okay, you know those cars where they don't have seatbelts anymore? Let's say you and I bought a 63 Buick Riviera, right? You know what? Guess what? Most insurance companies won't even touch you now. You'll have to go to Haggerty Insurance and pay up the nose for that car because that car has no seatbelts. A 63 Riviera, my late uncle owned. I don't think my late uncle could afford it. Because they'll put high insurance on no seatbelts. Insurance companies will now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, then they go buy airbags too. See if the vehicles, say if they don't have airbags anymore, they'll boost rates for that car too with no airbags. It's cheaper if you have airbags. And the reason my insurance is pretty cheap is because my car has a safety feature where let's see, maybe when I do the next video, I'm gonna do my car again. I'm gonna be more detailish next time, you know. Oh wow. Yeah, I tell you. Oh, I just wish I could get a nice lady out there. It'd be so cool. I don't know. Maybe it'll never happen. Maybe it'll never happen. Oh well. That's where it goes. Oh no, I only ate one and a quarter. Oops, pizza. I only ate 1 1/4 pizza. Yeah, I should put it in the refrigerator pretty soon. Save it for tomorrow. Yeah, I got to eat less anyway. My doctor has told me that I am overweight. So she says, I want to see some of that weight off. Then she says, stay away from this. Oops. No, seriously. Once I finish this off, I'm not going to drink anymore. I'm just finishing what I got left. Then I'm not going to buy any more of it because I'm going to try to make an effort. I'm going to try to eat some dull food. That's why I haven't bought snacks lately. Oh, Doritos has been dirt cheap. I stay away from Doritos. I stay away from Funyuns. Funyuns, there's no nutritional value in those things. They're delicious, Funyuns, but maybe once a year on my birthday, I'll eat Funyuns. Maybe once a year, I'll splurge on my birthday, and that'll be about it. That's what I'll do. I'll splurge once a year on my birthday. Let's see. What did I say? Went someplace? What was that? Kind of slipped my mind. Yeah, I got to thinking of things. It's just weird. Yeah. Sometimes I just drift off in outer space. Sorry about that. Sometimes I'm probably tired or something. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I got to watch my diet. That's what my doctor told me. And now, as soon as I eat then the pop next week, dull food. Now I'll have to start buying some dull food. That's what my doctor said. I got to eat dull food. So I know what that means. So I'm gonna have to give it a try. I'm gonna have to try. So I can feel better. Maybe I'll have to get used to dull food. Because I remember a coach named Dan Reeves of the Denver Broncos. The guy used to play running back for the Cowboys. Yeah, he had to eat dull food for the rest of his life. He says, "Yeah, I hate to eat this dull food, but if I have to be alive, I'm just gonna eat it for the rest of my life." And he says, "If I see dessert, I'll just have to ignore it." Yeah, lots of like stuff that I have to stay away from oranges and lemons, anything citrus. She says I have to kind of stay away from that, for example. And tomatoes, I got to stay away from that. I mean, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. So I have to stick with like bananas and apples, for example. And Oh, for my tomatoes? Yeah, that's too much acid, she said. That's what my doctor said. Yeah, Dr. King. Yeah, she used to be a lieutenant in the United States Army. Yeah. Oh, she knows her stuff. Yeah, she's like 5'11". She's like slightly wider than I am. Yeah, that's what Dr. King said. Yeah, she's like 5'10", something like that. Muscles on her. Yeah, I believe she was a lieutenant in the United States Army because you could tell she lifts weights and stuff. Yeah, you can tell. One of those real tough people that joined the military. One of those kind. But for her looks, she doesn't look bad. No, but yeah, no, she takes nutrition seriously. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking about cars, and she's like looking at them. Next time I see my doctor, I'm going to tell her she had to get a 1992 Ford Mustang GT convertible like my ex-girlfriend's dad used to have, Carl Heise. I rode in that car. The steep hills in Mankato, it climbs them like nothing. You can climb the steepest hills in that Mustang. It has like 280 horsepower, 302 high output V8. That car could cook. That car can really cook. Boy, I wish I could own one like that. Yeah. Plus, it has seat belts and airbags, so that helps. Because if it doesn't have seat belts and airbags, they raise your insurance very high too. State Farm would be very high. Oh yeah, the State Farm, they take driver safety very seriously. And you have a very safe car, your insurance is kind of low. Like for me, I only pay what, $52 a month because I've been insured with them over 20 years. I make very few claims on it. Oh yeah, I had to make a claim in that one accident, which was my fault. It was like $732 of damage I did to the K car. Mine was 179. I hit her back bumper with my front. I had the 1979 Mercury Cougar. 1989. That's right. Oh, hello, Lawson. I haven't forgotten about you, Lawson. No. Tell you what, Lawson. You want to give you another chance to be my friend, okay? If you want. If you don't, that's cool too. Okay? That's up to you, Lawson. I'll unblock you, okay? Up to you, Lawson. It's up to you. Either way. Okay? You see, Lawson, if you're still here, I hope you are. I take Wire Club wordy seriously. I lose a lot of games. I get skunked so many times, Lawson. Yes, Barb Chocoholic. I'll tell you what, Lawson. You play again, you ask Barb Chocoholic if she loves to beat me. She'll tell you she loves beating me in the game. Yeah. Huh. You know what Barb Chocoholic did, Lawson? If you're still listening? 10 times that she beat me, she said, ha 10 times in a row. Some players would cry and moan and complain. I did. Oh, you really want to be my friend again? Are you sure? No, Lawson. Are you sure? All right. No, okay, yes. Okay. But you got to remember, Lawson, before I do, I'm a very serious player on Wire Club Wordy, okay? I'm very serious. I'm a very serious player on Wire Club Wordy. I can't help it, okay? I like the word, I like treasure box, okay? And on team games, I like using the treasure box when I'm partners, okay? Now, if you're the type of person, you got to go right away. I don't like using the treasure box in that way, see? Okay? Okay. All right. I'm just different, Lawson. I know it's a silly, dumb game. I understand that.
But I take wins and losses on that game seriously. And like I say, Lawson, I get skunked a lot. And I ask Barb Chocoholic. She'll tell you she likes to beat me. She'll tell you she loves to beat my brains out. That's fine. And same with Sebastian. He plays me off and he clobbers me all the time. I don't care. And there's Axel Kanth. He's the toughest player out there. I beat him once. I was lucky. Next time he beat me by 1,300 points. I don't care. I say congratulations for the win. Okay. I'm going to go back to Wire Club now, Lawson, okay? But in the main chat, never say anything about me because most of those people in the main chat don't like me, Lawson, okay? All right, deal. Okay, I'll go back to Wire Club. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Name, my name. Okay. No, wait. Oh. I forgot. I didn't say that, Lawson. I never said nothing about date site to you, Lawson. Are you trying to be a comedian or something, Lawson? Stop it. No, you're trying to be a comedian on me now. You're funny. No, seriously, I'm trying to find you, but I'm just kind of goofed up in the brain right now, okay? I'm kind of goofed up in the brain. Like I said, I'll give you a chance to be a friend again, okay? I'll be nice to me, I'm nice to you, okay? Now, like I say, I take Wire Club worries seriously. You want to play versus, you want to leave all used powers, that's cool. Now that's a win, see? But co-op, it's win, see? But I'm one of those competitors, one of those. Okay, I'll see if I can be your friend again. Okay. I'll look around. See, I forgot how to do this dumb thing. Let's see. Let's see, maybe let's see. I'll go wordy. I know. I think I know what to do. Yeah, you'll have to be on Wire Club wordy, Lawson. That way I could see. Okay. My name, Devil May Cry. Oh, you don't use Lawson Dubbery anymore? Oh, I think that's easier to find. No, you'll find me. You'll find me on the Wire Club. Wordy. I'm on the page right now. I'm on it right now. But right now, like I say, my brain is in a different. My brain is different right now. But once my brain gets back to thinking process, then I can do it. But right now, I'm trying to be an entertainer on YouTube. But you know what? I'm gonna go. I'll try to look for you, Lawson. Okay. I thank everybody for tuning in. I've been on. Oh, there's 4. Lawson, I'm gonna stay. Wait, no. I'm gonna stay a little while longer now. I'll stay a while. I just got a 4th chatter. That's plenty. Yeah. But don't worry, Lawson. I promise I'll be your friend again. But just treat me nice. I'll treat you nice. Okay. I'll explain in a way in a chat. I said no bad things about you to anyone, Lawson. Honest. No. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. I say, Lawson, are you still here? Did you leave, Lawson, or are you still here? Lawson, where are you, Lawson? No, I'm just kidding, Lawson. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm a kidder. You think I'm tough, Lawson? You see what Simi and Jimmy does to me? You watch the episode with Boomer versus Zoomer with me and Harsey. You see what Jimmy does. He asks me very tough questions. Yeah, I think. But when you get up to his level, yeah, he runs the show. Yeah. I haven't heard from him. I don't know what's happened with him. Let's see. Where's Jimmy? Is he? Maybe Jimmy's busy with other projects. Oh well, that's all right. Yeah, I think Jimmy's busy with other projects. That's okay. I'll just forgive him. I forgive him. You know what Jimmy would say to me? To start doing your own videos and improve on your own. He'd say to me, and that's what I do. That's what he'd say to me. Oh, who's Jimmy? What, Simi and Jimmy? Never heard of them? I thought you have. Simi and Jimmy? Yeah. Yeah, I was on his show, remember? With him and Artsy? Yeah, I got interviewed with him, remember? Oh, yeah, he comes up with those zingers, I'll tell you. He knows how to zing you. He's a zinger. I just try to answer the questions as best I can. I'm just on here like for a hobby. I don't have his talent. I don't have his education. I don't have his connections. That's fine. He's a lot more talented than I am. Of course he is. That's fine. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. Yeah. Let's see. Where is it? Huh. Hey, I don't see him on there. Oh. Yeah, I got interviewed. Boomer versus Zoomer. Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's one with 2,300 views, something like that. Yeah, I don't think I did very good. Artsy did great, of course. Kid's a lot more educated than I am. Very nice kid. Some of these people pick on him, and and I pick on certain people right back, Your cooked jacket potatoes now? All right, let me look. I don't see your name in my Wire Club wordy. I don't see your name up there. Trying to find it, Lawson. Oh, I thought Lawson Delbury is a good name, Lawson. I thought it was a good name. The one you use right now. I thought Lawson Delbury is a good name. That's what I thought. Sometime, Lawson, I want you on my show in the future. I've seen your pictures. They're beautiful, Lawson. They're beautiful pictures. You can put them on these still pictures and put them on YouTube. People will watch that, Lawson. You're a very talented photographer. And you think I'm exaggerating? I'm not, Lawson. I don't exaggerate on stuff like that. No exaggeration whatsoever. Oh, yeah, in Osseo High School. Yeah, with Mr. Skoglund. Yeah, we had a class called Africa and stuff, and he talked about the history of Africa. Yeah, it was very interesting. Then he had a opinion like Aborigines, and stuff like that. And those, those pastors or priests that come in. Oh yeah, Mr. Skolin says they ought to leave those natives alone. He says those missionaries bully them. I mean, he had opinions like that, and the school didn't even fire him. They didn't care because Mr. Skolin was an excellent teacher, and he got along good with Mr. Johnson. Koenig, I don't think he'd care neither. Nah. All they'd say is, he gives his opinion, I give mine, and I think the missionary should come in. Some will say that, fine, cool, Yeah, I think there was one teacher in Osseo, like an art teacher, like back in the early 80s. Well, he was bragging to the students, yeah, I don't know about you kids, but I just like that white smoke, he said. Yeah, he said, I like to party. He's like party when they kind of get the chance. He's like, I can't do it too often. He says, yeah. He says, I got to concentrate on doing schoolwork for the kids. Yeah. Well, like I say, Lawson, I've seen your photography. It's very interesting. I think I heard you talk in a couple of videos. You're talented, Lawson. I say you're talented. And Borismere 89 will tell you I don't lie, Lawson. I'm going to look at your profile, Lawson. I'm going to look at it. Let's see, totally blank. Let's see, almost a year old, a blank profile. Okay. Well, if you need my help in YouTube, Lawson, I'll help you. Absolutely free, Lawson. I'll do it for free, Lawson. I won't charge you any money. Why would I want to? Oh, let's see. Yeah, that was at Simi and Jimmy's thing. Let's see. Yeah, I remember that one too. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that one too. That had more views than that last one. Yeah. One of them was Heartsy Protsy. One was Jimmy, and one was some extra YouTuber. I don't know. He just does his cut and paste stuff and puts. That's fine. I don't care. He had me looking kind of strange, drinking a cup of coffee or something. Me looking like a funny face. I don't care. It's all fun and games. That's all right. He don't mean no harm, Jimmy. He's a good old Jimmy. He's a meaning no harm. He drives his fast car down the road and he dusts everyone off. He races other vehicles. He beats everybody bad. He collects so many cars he doesn't know where to put them. Yeah. Yeah. At the time Jimmy was interviewing me, he was in his late 20s. I think Heartsy was 18 years old. Yeah, Heartsy was 18 at the time. Yeah. No, he's like 20, 21. Yeah. He was 18, Heartsy was, yeah. No, Heartsy's much improved now. He's much better. Yeah, Heartsy's really, well, but whenever he wants to be on YouTube or not, that's up to him. I'm not going to tell Heartsy, I think you should be on YouTube. No. That's up to Hartsey. That's up to him. Jimmy has him on many episodes. He's been on at least 20, and he's done outstanding every time. I wish I had Hartsey's talent. If I had Hartsey's looks, I'd have women begging me for dates, but I don't look like Hartsey. I look like me, a bald-headed 61-year-old man with wrinkles. That's poor as dirt. Yeah, that's all right. What can I do? Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Well, thank you, Lawson. Thank you very much. No, I praised you, Lawson. I praised you. Those pictures you take when you're up there, they are outstanding, Lawson. I'm impressed. Those pictures impress me, and I don't impress easy, Lawson. I'm telling you the truth. I don't lie. I don't lie, Lawson. Those pictures are much better than mine. I take those photos of backgrounds not nearly as good as yours. I'm serious, Lawson. I wouldn't lie to you. Hey, Brosman, when you join me on Wire Club, you want to be Lawson's friend too? I'll be Lawson's friend too. I'll tell you what. Anybody else out there? If Lawson's my friend, you can be our friend. Deal, Lawson? Come on, Wild Horse fans. Be friends with you, Lawson, my Wild Horse fans. Is that all right? If not, okay. Okay, if you want to block those other ones and just be my friend, that's okay too, Lawson. That's okay too. That's all right. You do whatever you want. I'm not your, let's see now. I'm not your bigger brother. Because I know am I your father? I don't know. I forgot how old you are. I'm 61, so 51. Let's see, if you're 41, 42, then I'm old enough to be your daddy or uncle if you think your father's cool. Because I can't replace your father, Lawson. I can't replace your father. Yeah, can't. Nobody. Most dads are great. Yeah, some ways my dad is, some ways my dad wasn't. Yeah. Yeah. I hope this year's better. Played on the ground. I hope this year's better. I hope it is. See, has my friend Jimmy contact me yet? Nope. I guess he has other projects. That's all right. I'm glad he got on my show. Did you see that, Boston? Did you see I was on Simi and Jimmy's show with Hartsey Protsy? Did you see that? Remember that guy I told you about? I was on his show recently. Now, when you're interviewed by Sammy and Jamie Lawson, you have to have very thick skin. You got to thicken the skin with Jimmy. Yeah, he'll ask questions out of left field at you. That's what's fun about him. He'll hit things. He'll do it out of left field, right field, center field on you. He's amazing. I wish I had a fraction of that guy's talent. I just wish I just had or Hartsey's talent too. Yeah. Yeah, he has one in that interview. He talking about getting fired from Walmart. That one was great. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you. I wish he'd get a good break. Let's see, is anybody, let's see, who's in the chat room? I'm just wondering. Who's in the chat room? Take a look. Where are you? See, let me know who's in the chat room, okay? They say there's 2 people. Who's here? I just can't. For some reason, I can't find that one thing where I can tell who's in the chat room. Let's see. Participants, there we are. Yeah, it says you, Lawson. It says you're in the chat room. Good. I'm glad you're here, Lawson. I'm glad you're here. Earlier. I heard you behind the camera, Lawson. You have a lot of talent, Lawson. You have more than me, actually. Your pictures are outstanding, Lawson. You're outstanding. Outstanding pictures, Lawson. Sometime we get together, we'll talk. We can do that. I know that's really you, Lawson. It's okay. I heard you behind the camera, Lawson. You're talented. More talented than most people out there, I'll tell you that. I won't kid you, Lawson. I've been slammed in videos by a lot of people, Lawson. And I've thickened my skin. That's what I do. I have thick skin. They say stuff about me in the chat room, Wire Club. I just block them. I don't have to look at it. Let them say negative stuff about me. I get more subscribers. They come to me. I have 100 people. 1 or 2 are going to subscribe. Lawson. That's the way it works. I know well liked, Lawson, but I don't care. I don't really care. I got just see, got 1 left. I think Lawson must have left. See if Lawson left. If he did, he did. That's okay. I forget Lawson. Oops. Let's see. Well, oh, yeah. Screw it. It's messing around as usual. But Lawson's here, and I think I'm going to keep talking anyway. I don't feel like being off the air. I like chatting. This is fun. I have a lot of fun chatting. Yes, I do. Oh, the purple box? You mean that one below that Hewlett Packard? That's my video games. I got a bunch of video games in there and in there too. Yeah, tons of them. I got to get around to playing it sometime. Other side? That's a school desk. I got at the thrift shop for like $5. What did I pay? No, I paid $10 for the school desk. And I paid like $5 for this chair. This chair will last forever. I can throw that chair off a 2nd floor building and it won't break. That's how tough that chair is. I can throw it off a 2nd story building, it won't break. Oh, with handle? Oh, no, this is just a shoe rack. I use that yeah, when I wash my rugs and stuff, I'll take it home. I'll like take it in the bathroom. I'll just use it to dry rugs, you know, dry my rugs from home. Right next to the shoe rack. To the left or to the right? Right or left? Left? Okay, beside the school desk, it's just not much of value actually, but my friend Mike gave me a couple of collector's cards because it's Coca-Cola, but the only problem is it's opened, so it's not worth that much, but I kept it anyway. He gave me an unopened pack of cards. That's a color. No, I think it's my mom's old color crayons. Crappy handcuffs. This light is pretty cool. I got it free from the electric company because I said their name on my YouTube channel. I got that free from a light company. Was it Hutchinson or something? I talked about their company, and then they gave this to me free. It's cool. Ever since I've done my Tom Van McKelvin character, nobody gives me anything anymore. That's all right. I don't care. It was for a hobby anyway. I don't care if he can give me anything or not. I just go on the clearance rack. I might find something cheap. Like my AEW championship belt. Originally was at $26. I paid $4.80. $4.80 for this belt. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's just yeah, it's just various things, you know. Yeah, just various things I've collected. And oh, in front of the shoe rack? Oh, that's my pens and pencils box. That's where all my pens and pencils are. Oh, okay. Yeah, I collected these from when I worked at Monaga School, and oh, wait a minute. Oh, good. Is there staples in the stapler? I wonder if I have staples. Oh, they should help me out. I was looking for staples. Nuts. There's staples in there? Maybe there is. Pencils. Must have been the staples in another box. Crap. Oh. Crap. What's this? Staples. Bunch of old pencil sharpeners. Yeah, it was in front of the shoe rack. Oh, those other two totes? Those are video games too? These two are video game totes. Yeah, I was gonna find some staples because I got some coins to staple, but I guess I have to go to Walmart and buy some staples. Because they still sell staples for a staple gun, because a lot of people still buy staples to to stamp paper and stuff. A lot of people still buy that because they like using that. They like to use their stapler guns. Oops. Yeah, in my hand, a staple gun, but there's no staples. I forgot where I put them. Maybe I packed them in a box somewhere in the house. I know they didn't leave the house, but maybe if I'm in the mood, maybe I'll just go to Walmart and I get lottery tickets. I'll just buy some more staples. You know, sometimes I'll just travel to the store. I'll forget something. I'll just go back and buy it. I mean, staples aren't very expensive anyway. You know, I don't use it that often except to staple my papers. I keep track of my YouTube videos and stuff. Mm. Well, like I say, Brosman, well, you seen Lawson in there, and I complimented that guy totally. Whether he takes me seriously or not, that's only up to Lawson, you know. I'm not Lawson's father. I'm not Lawson's brother. You know. Oh, you should see those pictures he puts up. It's just, yeah. I mean, he puts up neat pictures. When he takes pictures of the United Kingdom, they just look great. He just takes fabulous pictures, Lawson. He does. I wouldn't kid you. Takes fabulous pictures. Oh, I wish I had that talent. Yeah, my background pictures on YouTube, you've seen that? His background's way better than mine. Oh, God. Way better. Huh. God, I wish I had his talent. Sure wish I did. I suppose I'll get going. I'll see if I can go play some Wire Club Wordy. I don't know. I may or may not be available. Depends on one players because there's one from Europe that really likes me to play, and I do. So, okay.